Hey, this is Chris and Lamb of God. You're watching Rock and Metal News.
Hey guys, this is Ron from YouTube's Rock and Metal News with a Rock and Metal News update. We just got back from the movie shoot of the Metallica 3D movie concert, and they had an extra night of shooting. Tickets were $5, and it basically went from about 7:30 till just after 11. So we had a good 3.5 hours. They had all the cameras on the stage. They had breaks in between the songs, and the guys would jam kind of a bit in between the songs. So it was a real interesting night, something that you don't get to see much, that's for sure. So what they did, this is kind of the set list and how the night went. They played Creeping Death in full. Then they did Creeping Death, the end half from the middle break, retake. They did For Whom the Bell Tolls in full. Then they did For Whom the Bell Tolls in the ending, retake. They did Fuel in full, Ride the Lightning in full, One in full, Cyanide in full, The Memory Remains in full, Wherever I May Roam. And they started that one twice. They did 2 beginning retakes. They jammed out on Symptom of the Universe from Black Sabbath for a while after that. Then they did Sad But True, just the first half of the song. Then they played Sanitarium in full and Justice for All in full. And then they had one of these cameras that would swing across the stadium, and that one, it broke and it came down right near the crowd. So they had a break to remove the camera. Then after that, they played Master of Puppets in full. And then they jammed out a bit on the Ride the Lightning song, Call of Ktulu. They jammed on that. And then James said, let's write a song. And they jammed a bit, just writing something new. And then Kirk and Lars Jam for a bit. And then they did Nothing Else Matters from the solo to the end of the song. Then they played Enter Sandman in full. And Lars and Kirk jammed. Then they played Seek and Destroy. And then at the end of the night, they did some retakes for Fuel, just the end half retake of Fuel, the end of the song. And then they did one again at the end of the night in full. It was an amazing night, and it was really cool. They sold just the bottom half of the stadium, nothing in the balconies at all. And it was just a really good night. The crowd was right into it, and they had it was something to see, that you don't get to see much. And so can't wait for the movie to come out, and it should be good. The only songs that I can just think off the top of my head that they didn't play were Hit the Lights and Battery. Just sort of off at the top of my head. But it was a real cool night. This is Ron from YouTube's Rock Metal News, and thanks for tuning in.